Okay, I'm going to take you through the process we use to extract the girls from the green screen. First thing we've done is we edited all the footage together in Adobe Premiere, and then we export the individual sequences into Adobe After Effects, which has an excellent tool for ChromaKeying. So over here on the left you see the effects panel, and I'm dropping down the keying, and I go to key light and drag that over, and that opens up some settings over here to the left. So the first thing I do is I take the eyedropper tool and find a nice medium area and click on it, and it removes a lot of the green screen, but there's some issues down here to the left where it was brighter on the screen. So then I go to the screen matte drop down, and a good way to look at that is using the status screen, and I will do the clip white, drop that down till I get a good edge there, kind of back and forth. That looks pretty good. Then I bring the black up till I get all black, get rid of those gray edges around the hair here, and that's a pretty decent setting, and I think that will work. So go back to the final result, and you'll see it did a pretty good job of extracting the girls there. It looks pretty good. There's some hard edges around here which you can fix here with the softness drop down. So if I slide the softness up maybe about 5 or so, you see if I bring it up real far it fuzzes the edge of them, but if you take it down to about 5, that works pretty good. So we'll just soften the edge just a little bit. I'm not going to make everything perfect for this video, but you'll get the idea. So now they're extracted. You can't tell here on the screen, but I've dropped a picture in behind them, and you can see that it did a good job of separating. One of the other things we do is some of the color correction on the girls. So I'll go to the color correction drop down, and there's a filter here, a photo filter. We use something similar to this. We didn't use this exact one for the movie, and we use several different ones depending on the scene. But here's a warming filter that just kind of changes the color on the girls. You can see before and after, warms them up a little bit. And then another thing you can do is you can go through and you can change the exposure. If you go here and you get to the exposure, you can just kind of darken it up a little bit to make it kind of like it fits in the picture there as opposed to being too bright. So just drop it down, and you can see how a lot of these different tools will enable you to change the color balance and exposure there. So that's how we did it. We repeated that for each of the sequences, and then they get exported back into Adobe Premiere, and then Dave takes them into his Blender set and renders them against all the other screens.